We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Play action. Stroud now.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Singletary. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Houston. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. On first down, Lance.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got him in, complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40.
In his 7th season now, here's Alvin Kamara.
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
In motion right, that's Dell. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Now you look at the Saints defense.
And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Stroud.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They go right back to Singletary. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36.
On play action, Lance.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a play fake. Lance. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
And NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a good kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And Stroud now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
They start the drive on the ground, Kamara. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now Lance going to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now Lance. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go with Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah, your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned, he's coming for you.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And Lance's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 40.
First down, Saints.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Lance looking to throw it. And Thomas has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option, running left is Lance.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 32 yards away. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up Sackett.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second down, here's Lance.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them, because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Singletary again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Stroud on third down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 21 yards there on third down. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion right, that's Collins. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Second down and a yard. A give, Singletary right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look,
touchdown! Takedown! His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Next to score, Texans 14, Saints 6.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Little short pass here to Hill. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up
down the numbers. There he goes. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jeff Smith, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment, The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Three quarters have come and gone. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Let's go now.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And they work this right upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And just shouting him off there. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On the handoff, running left, Singletary. And he's got it down to the 28.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Stroud. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will take over here just shy of the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the fourth quarter. Now on first down, they run with Kamara's. He'll take it forward for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Let's go.
2nd and 7. To throw, it's Lance. It's caught. Smith. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Lance. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Ready, great. Next.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
Well, fun, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Lance.
And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to pop this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Lance back to throw. Pass complete, Thomas. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9.
They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. Smith brings it in, going across the middle.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Coming left is Kamara. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there, and he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Here's 1st and 10. One final shot for C.J. Stroud. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Houston, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Old clubs selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, old clubs selling out of hitters doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Clown way too white to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good at night, see the door don't got no locks. To be spiteful, she best friends with the ops. And you need better stocks. Standing on my money, dog. Please don't get the involved. Ain't nobody running off. Rules to the basics. I can't be no son-in-law. I can't take the summer off. I make it look good and all, but this is no vacation. All the goons, they respect me and I know it. Watch your words and your tone, you not a poet. My advice, please don't try to be heroic. Let me know they whole clubs selling out of hitter doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole clubs selling out of hitter doing stadiums.